So one thing I really like about GAN is how they make containers to store their puzzles. This is one really good example. So normally this is the first sort of out of or non-classical cube that GAN has come out with, and the biggest one they came out with before that was the GAN 460. And since those are classic cubes, they all have those cube-shaped boxes. Now this circular, rather orb, is quite well designed. It's fun to play around with. Okay, keep the camera stable. This makes having fun with Megaminx quite easier now. Anyway, let's go ahead and check what we have in this first. Not really sure. Okay, nice. So we have a GAN card with the Megaminx on it, a few codes. I guess this is an instruction manual. Yeah, that's an instruction manual. GES nuts. Now there are 12 because there are 12 centers. And then we have a GAN pod. So this is one of the bigger ones. And if I'm not mistaken, the GAN 356i has an orange colored one, or rather the GAN Infinity has an orange colored one, which is different. It looks like GAN's upgrading quite a lot. Anyway, let's just close this, put it aside, and get into the puzzle. Okay, so let's start talking. This is way too small. Way too small. I mean, I've had experience with this cube and it already looks too big. Okay, let's still be a bit optimistic and get into how this is. So it feels too small to handle. I don't feel a little cringy right now. Anyway, let's get into first turns. Oh god damn it. One thing I really love about and hate about GAN puzzles is how soft they are. Why I like it, why I love it is because it really, increases the way you really like some puzzles, increases your love for that puzzle. And why I hate it is because going back to other puzzles makes it is quite a lot difficult after that. This is like the most like the quietest puzzle ever. Well, after of course the SM. And just for comparison, you can actually hear the magnets click, which is not really a good thing for the ears to hear, and not quite music to the ears. So this feels basically like an R but magnetized, GAN 356R but magnetized, but it doesn't really have that smoothness. Even the color scheme is sort of that way. The R did not have a really beautiful color scheme to begin with. And okay, sorry. Let's compare color schemes right now. So green is darker, purple is quite similar, yellow too, blue is also. Except for the pink and green, I think it's almost the same. Anyway, I recently saw Tingman's video on the GAN Megaminx, and he did mention one thing, which is the fact that these edges are much bigger, and that really helps you with look ahead. I hope that works. And the real reason why I took the YJ MGC Megaminx is because it is bigger, and big cubes are something I really like. This is too small. let's see if we can handle it. If we can't, I think we'll have to go back to the YJ Megaminx. Now I'm going to be attempting my first Megaminx average at Phoenix Cube Open Cube Challenge, Phoenix Market City Cube Challenge. It's basically the same thing, and that was the first place where I made my first average on the 5x5. Basically, my first competition. So I hope that goes well. Right now, let's move on to the last two remaining puzzles, the Walk 4 and the Walk 5. Okay, I guess it's time to start talking. Let's see. I really like these boxes that Walk has started coming up with, or the Cheese started coming up with. I don't know why. So basically, we have accessories. Once again, let's just keep that aside. We really don't need those right now. And let's talk about these boxes. So why does Chi make them? Because they really look cool, and it's a good way to store all your accessories. Now, that's one way to put that out. These are the two cubes. Okay, set of extra springs. Why doesn't the Walk 5 have them? Probably in the box. Anyway, let's just keep this aside and look at these two puzzles. Surprisingly, they're quite light, and I don't know, let's see how it is. Okay, so let's start with these cubes, and as I said, they are very, very light compared to all the cubes that I've been holding in the last few minutes. And okay, these are very good sticker shades. I really like those, rather stickerless shades, which is quite similar over here. So these look quite a lot like the Wuchue shades, and I'm really liking that. So let's start with the 4x4. Now you might ask me why I have only one of the Walk 4, because I really didn't think there was any gain I would have had if I bought two, both of those, basically the strong and the standard magnetic. So this is the strong version, and many cubers have said that the stronger and the standard magnetic don't have much of a difference. So thankfully this is good enough. Let's get into first turns. Okay, so the pieces have a sort of concave shape, or rather concave feel. Color shades have a good contrast. This is very, very fast, and I'm really liking that. Though stability is a little less, but that's the fastest I've ever executed the parity AL. This is straight mains, nothing else. I mean, this is my main cube now. That's it. That's done. Done. That's it. Nothing else to say about that. Now let's get into the Walk 5. Okay. So first turns on the Walk 5. Great. I think my point has become clear. One thing I really like about Walk puzzles, and one thing I was really expecting from them, was that they would have the internals of another cube. For example, let's just say this one has the internals of a Wuji or something. No, sorry, of a Wuchue. This one has the internals of the Wushuang. But one thing I was really expecting from them is basically the original along with a Walk 3 exterior or a Walk 3 outer layer. That is something that I am very satisfied with, because my first 3x3 was the Walk 3, and that is something that I can really feel is in these cubes. It's like the spirit of the Walk 3 is in here. I don't know why, so I just knew that was going to happen, and it has that crunch, it has that beautiful crunch that everybody likes about the Walk 3. This is way too fast than what I expected. To anyone who's looking for a new good 5x5 and a new good 4x4, buy these. These are straight mains, man. I mean, there's nothing you can compare it to. These are like the best, the crunchiest, the fastest cubes out there, I believe, right now. And I have no idea as to why. Rather, I have no doubt anymore as to why these cubes were used to make recent world records. This was used to make the 5x5, rather, a version of this was used to make the 5x5 world record by Max Park. And man, people are justifying such cubes, man. These cubes need to be out there. Thank you, Matt Swalk, for setting that 4.7 for world record. Otherwise, we would never have such beautiful cubes in our hands anyway. So that's it. That's it for this video. If you want, comment below if you want to see me doing a few solves on these cubes, because I want to start solving anyway. Thank you and have a nice day.